Hello everybody. Today is meant to be a studio vlog day, but I absolutely do not know where to start. I have so much stuff to do and I feel like some of it's boring, so I don't really want to show you guys that. But I guess I will start with some new products that I have just released. I have bath bombs that I just finished finalizing the packaging, and these are my bag of bath bombs that I created, and I think the packaging turned out so cute. But ow, I just stepped on something. Anyway, here are the bath bombs that I have created. So we have garden mint, honey bergamot, and then cotton candy. So these are the ones that are going to be in my bath bomb bag. So what I'm thinking is that I'll start releasing bath bomb bags with different variations of bombs. Maybe I'll do themed, like maybe floral themed or bakery themed, holiday themed, and then you can buy a variety of bath bombs. Yeah. So I still have to photograph these items and finalize pricing to get that up. So that's something I'll be working on later. But I really want to show you guys. I'm just a mess. Okay. I really want to show you guys my, what is this? Alice in Wonderland themed candle. So this candle I have been working on for months. I don't know what is taking so long, but this candle I really want to release. I did a photo shoot of it the other day, but I hated the photos. Like, I just did not like the photos. So maybe I'll do another photo shoot with these. But I plan on releasing these in a package, like a gift set. So I want to do like the candle and maybe 2 bath bombs, and then have like an Alice gift set. So this is one of the bath bombs that I came up with. This is kind of the Alice bomb. I like the blue and white design, but I don't really like the black, because the black just kind of makes your tub look like a gray dirty water, and nobody wants that. So like, it changes the color and it just doesn't look like a pretty color. It doesn't stain the tub or anything, but I assume when you take a bath with the bath bomb, you want the colors of the water to look nice. I get it. So what I'm going to do is probably reevaluate this bath bomb, and I think this is what I'm going to show you guys in my studio vlog. I think I am going to show you how I make this bath bomb and how I you know, change it up so it gives the water a nice pretty vibe instead of dirty sink water vibe. So first thing I have to do before I show you guys these bath bombs is clean my workstation. So these are the wholesale orders that are going to be going out, and the cool thing is this order is for a friend of mine that I met from in middle school, and he has his own business now. When everything's finalized, maybe I'll reveal what this is all about. And then this product I just released yesterday, Potions Class Candle. Along with, what else did I release? The other day I did Chocolate Wizard's Chocolate Frog, and then I did something else. Oh, I did like a watermelon candle. Let me get the watermelon one. And then I released this bad boy here, Watermelon Crush, and it looks so delicious. Like, can we not get over how delicious that looks? So I think I'm going to move these candles from this table to my desk, and then I'm going to wipe everything down with alcohol and then finish my smoothie, and I will meet you back. Hello and welcome to my bath bomb station. So as you can see, we are sanitized. We have all of our materials. We have our gloves and our masks because one of our ingredients is really airborne and we don't want to breathe it in. But let me just give you some tea on this recipe. I am not at liberty to share the recipe exactly because this is a copywritten recipe from Two Wild Hairs. This bath bomb recipe I purchased myself, and this is the recipe that I use for all of my bath bombs. But I can show you guys the process. I'm just not going to be able to tell you guys about like exact weights and quantities and things like that. But hopefully you can at least just see how I make the bath bombs, and then I will show you like how I do the cocoa butter drizzle, which is not copywritten, so I can show you a little bit more about that. But yeah, so I'm going to start with just getting everything ready, which I've done, and then I'm going to measure out my dry ingredients. I'm going to sift everything out, but first I'm going to put on my gloves. And so let me just show you guys the bath bomb that I am trying to what am I trying to do? I'm trying to redo this bath bomb. So let's see, can you see? Yeah, so here's a close-up, and I showed you in the beginning, but it has like a white base and then a light blue topping, but what I do have on the inside, which you can't really see, are pink embeds. Let me show you the embeds. So this is what is going to give the color. I created these small embeds using this little ice cube tray maker that I got from Amazon in a 3-pack. But so I'm going to be putting these embeds into the bath bombs, and that is going to give its color because, you know, this is not going to give us a lot of color, and like I said, the black just doesn't really add anything to the bath experience other than a gray water. So what I'm thinking is, instead of black, we're just going to do a darker blue. So we're going to have light blue, white, pink on the inside, and then a dark blue. So I think that's going to make for a better bath water, which I'll show you guys at the end how that turns out. I've got all of my dry ingredients into the bowl, and what I'm going to do is just use my hand to kind of incorporate everything, and then I'm going to start weighing out my wet ingredients. Alright, so I've measured out my wet ingredients, and that includes my fragrance oil, which I used this fragrance oil, which is Honeysuckle by Nature's Garden. I used it in the first round of making these bombs, and I really like how the fragrance turned out. So I'm going to stick with this fragrance, and it's a vanillin-free fragrance. So as I struggle putting in these, yeah, I like to use my mixer to just make this an easier process. And you can either cover this with a towel because it is about to get airborne, but I just hold my breath. I don't know if that's effective or not, but yeah. Okay, let me mix. So here is our bath bomb. Can you see? Yeah. Here's the bath bomb powder with the liquid, and it's still dry because there's no alcohol. So the thing about putting alcohol is it's going to vary. The amount of alcohol you add to your bath bombs is going to vary. Ugh, let me take this mask off. Some people use witch hazel. I just use isopropyl, what is this? Isopropyl alcohol. And I have found that 10 grams of the 50% alcohol, actually 20 grams. 20 grams in the total for this bath bomb recipe works best for me. So I have measured out 10 grams of my alcohol, And this is going to go into half of my bath bomb recipe because I am doing 2 colors. So I mix my colors in with the alcohol. And I find that this dissolves the alcohol really nicely. And I mean, it dissolves the color really nicely. And I just use this Nurture Soap FD&C Blue Dye 1. This is safe to use with bath bombs. And I eyeball how much that I need, and then I'm going to dissolve it into this. So let me show you how I do that. So here is the bath bomb dye, and I mean, you need a little bit. I mean, look how much I'm putting on that. That's like nothing. But once you see me put it into this alcohol, you will see that it is actually quite a lot of pigment there. So this dye goes a long way. So this is the end result. This is a great color. So this blue is kind of representative of like Alice's dress. And then as you can see, oh, sometimes you may need to do like a little hand mix because there's maybe some powder left on the bottom. But let's do like the little bath bomb test. So if you grab a clump and then drop it in, if it stays clumped, that's a good consistency. You don't want it to be too wet or too dry. And trust me, I had to play with this recipe a lot for me to get the right amount of alcohol in there. Alright, now I've got my 2 colors mixed with my alcohol and then my embeds. And then I'm going to give the table another alcohol down before I actually start making everything. Give us a clean slate here. Got all my dirty dishes to the side. And commence bath bomb making. So how I'm going to do this design is I'm going to start off with some white, and then just a little bit of white, and then we're going to add the embeds in. And these are donut molds that I got from an Etsy seller, and I'll link their shop. These are 3D printed molds. Then I'm going to just take a few of these little embeds here and place them right in. So this is how it should look, and then I'm going to just cover it with more white, and then we'll add some blue. So let's cover it with a little more white. And the reason I alcoholed my table down is, you see, I'm going to get a lot of fallout and stuff, so I like to just swipe it back in, but I've sanitized everything, so I'm okay with that. And then I'm going to add some blue, and then I just dump this right on top. And then you kind of want to mound it up like that because we're going to push it. We're going to push it. So what I like to do is I like to swoop everything back in. That. Okay. I'm going to hold it over, and then we're going to squeeze. To get a nice smooth release, I just hit it with the back of the spoon, and then we can start to release. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see how it turned out. That's the top, the blue part of the bomb. And so I have this parchment, this baking sheet lined with parchment paper, and you can see this is how the bomb looks. And this is going to be the bottom, so I'm going to put some blue like drizzle on top. Okay, so here are the finished bath bombs. This recipe makes 4 of these donuts, and the donuts are pretty large, as you can see. In comparison, you know, I don't know if this helps, but they're pretty large bath bombs, and I had enough to make just a small one for myself or whatever. So I had enough to make a little small one there. So I'm going to let these dry for a bit before I do the cocoa butter drizzle, but I will be back to show you guys that part. Alright everybody, it's the next day, so I've let these bath bombs sit overnight, and this is what we have gotten so far. So this turned out really cute. You can't even tell there's going to be pink on the inside. So that's going to be a little surprise element of these bath bombs. But now I'm going to show you guys how I do the drizzle. So I'm going to set these off to the side, and I'm going to show you what goes into the drizzle. So this is a cocoa butter that I got off of Amazon. I will leave the link to this down below. And this is going to be my first time using this cocoa butter. So we'll see how that goes. And then we've got Poly 80 from Nurture Soap, because we're going to be using dye. And anytime we use dye in the bath bombs, we have to make sure the dye disperses so it doesn't stick to the tub. So this is the blue dye that we used in the bath bomb, and typically I use a mica powder for this, but I don't have it in blue. So I just did about 5 grams of alcohol. Where's my alcohol? And I get this alcohol from the Dollar Tree. It's a 50% isopropyl alcohol for $1. And then the Nurture Soap blue, so that is what is in here. And then I have a little container that I'm going to melt my cocoa butter, a knife to cut cocoa butter, and then the baking soda. And since this baking soda clumps up and it's going to have some clumps, and I want my glaze to look, you know, nice, I'm going to sift it all. And I will tell you right now, I don't have exact measurements. I always eyeball this, but it's really easy to get the consistency you're looking for. Whoop, what just happened there? Okay, because you can always, you know, add more cocoa butter, or, you know, more baking soda, or, you know, it's something you just gotta play with. So here's our cocoa butter. Nice and hard, and it smells good. The cocoa butter I was using before was unscented, but I kind of like the scented one. And sorry if you hear my dog growling. There's construction going on outside, and she's not too happy about that. So I'm going to cut this open, start cutting it off. And cocoa butter is something that's kind of hard to cut. But I will show you, I guess when I'm done with this, I will measure the cocoa butter so you can tell how much that I used. Let's see, we've got about 37 grams of cocoa butter. So what I'm going to do is go to the microwave and in about 1 minute increments melt this cocoa butter down, and I will be back. So I'm back, and my cocoa butter is melted. It took me about 1.5 minutes to get it melted to this point. So now what I'm going to do is add my baking soda, and just so you guys can get an idea of how much baking soda I add, I'm going to just go ahead and put this back on the scale and tare it, and then I will start adding some baking soda, and we'll see how much it takes to get where I need it to be. So I'm going to take a break right now and stir it, and then get an idea of how much more I need. So right now we're at 68 grams. And I actually think this is good. I might have put too much. Let's see. Actually, no, it's actually pretty good. This is exactly where I need it to be. So I did, what was it, 37 grams of cocoa powder and 68 grams of baking soda. Cool. Perfect. Blue dye, and I actually don't think I'm going to add all of it. Let's even just go for about half. This is not the color I was going for. So at this point, I don't know. I think adding more blue is just going to make it green. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to set that to the side. We're going to figure something out here. Alright. So I think for the Alice Balm, I'm actually going to go with this pink mica. I do not like how this turned out. It's just, I think the alcohol made it seize up. So that is just a learning lesson for you guys. I'm not going to edit that part out of the video. So yeah, I will be back and I will show you how I mix in the mica. I am back, everybody. So that is a lesson learned. Do not put alcohol in this glaze recipe. Use mica powder. So this is the Pink Vibrance mica powder. And I'm going to put a big hunk of it in there. Probably like this much mica powder. And you don't have to add anything else. Just simply put your mica powder in. And do not forget your poly 80. So mica powder and poly 80 need to go into this mixture. No alcohol. The mica powder should just mix right in with the cocoa butter. So this is a nice pink color. So I'm going to drizzle this. We are ready for the drizzle. So I'm going to go get my bath bombs and show you how I drizzle this over here. And I want the color on the blue side. So what I'm going to do is, since this has a little, corner here, I'm just going to put my little container up high. And I'm going to start on the edge of the pan, not actually on the bath bomb. I'm going to start a drizzle, and then we're just going to go with the flow. Try to get a nice even drizzle, and then I'm going to move right on to the next one. Alright, now we're back and ready for glitter. So I'm going to show you how I glitter my bombs. So, as you can already imagine, I have a Nurture Soap Enviro glitter. So this is an eco glitter that will biodegrade. And then they also sent me this for free. It's like a glitter spritzer, and it works so well. So all I did was just load my glitter spritzer up with that, and I will show you how that works. You guys, I'm a genius. These are so cute. Woo! Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna pick one up and just show you how amazing this looks. And it's still a little wet, so let me try not to mess it up. Look at that bath bomb, you guys. What? Oh no, that is so cute. Sorry, I'm overly excited, but that just turned out so pretty. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at Winding Wick Candles. On Etsy, I'm Winding Wick Candles as well. And as you can see in the video, there are some nice suds going on. The the pink and the blue made a really nice purple. You can't see it too well in the clip, but it was a really nice lavender color water, which I was very happy with, and the smell is phenomenal. But I will be seeing you guys on the next one. All right, bye.